YouTube fam, Fat Man Zoom here. We're talking about Clover Health stock today. How can we not talk about the meme madness that continues? And Clover Health stock, which is one of my favorite stocks, is at the top of the meme mania, at least for the time being. Now, how long will this run last? I can't tell you that, but there are some questions that I may be able to tell you that I want to address in this video. Is this hype or is this here to stay? We'll tackle that. Is Clover stock a buy? We'll tackle that. But more importantly, can we determine why this stock is running? We'll talk all that. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up if you like this content. Make sure you subscribe if you want to get more of it. But let's get into it. So Clover Health stock ran yesterday, and we've known that it's been able to make these moves. The meme stocks in general have the ability to make these moves. A 20% move is nothing. Popped over $11 yesterday. Ended up settling in at around $10.80. So it was up over 22% on the day. And guess what? As of this recording, pre-market, it's green again. Not only slightly green, but it's clearly trying to make that 11 mark. So as I pull up the chart, let's first look at the technicals. We'll talk a little bit about the fundamentals as we discuss Clover. But if you look here, let's look at the day yesterday. Awesome green candle. One of the things that has me feeling really optimistic is the moving averages. So we talk a lot about on the chaos, the 50 and the 200-day moving averages. We right now see the stock had closed above both the 50-day and the 200-day moving averages. And you can see here the green is the 50-day, the gold is the 200-day. And the gold, that resistance for the 200-day was 1031. It cleared that, like I said, up to 1080. So it cleared that. That's going to be the key as we move forward is can we keep that? Can we keep that momentum? Can we keep that bullish trend? But so far that looks good. What I want to direct your attention to when we look at how long will this last and can this run continue? If we look back in June had a similar move. And this is when the meme stock hype really hit Clover. And you could see this candle that was on June 7th. Again, look, pops above the 50 and the 200-day, closed above the 200-day. Then over the course of that same week, over 3 trading days, it's up over 200%. Now, before you get into it, start harping on Fat Man Zoom. We'll look at the sell-off. Yes, look at the sell-off. But this shows the capability of this stock. And if you look at it, one boner candle shoots up, runs. We have this candle here, 20%, breaks above the 50-200-day. Do I think it's going to have the same move? I'm not sure. I'm not as optimistic because Clover was just new to everybody. It wasn't new to us in the Chaos crew, but it was new to almost everybody else. And so the hype starts getting in. I don't know if you'll see that same move. However, what we can fall back on is the technicals. And we saw, obviously, the moving averages it broke above. It broke above the $10 psychological resistance. And now we're going to look at that as a support. And so it doesn't matter where it gets to. It matters about the strategy that we're implementing. So I'm currently in it. I've been in it. I'm full position size. However, for me, we always scale in on stocks and we always scale out on stocks. So what am I looking at for the next levels? I would love to see this get above that 1350 area. And if you can see here, if it can get above that 1350 area, we've talked about a price target for Clover, and that's $20. We've said that fundamentally Clover is worth $20 regardless of hype. And I think that's what's important. And a lot of people ask us about the AMCs, the GameStops. Listen, we don't love those stocks because those are solely hype. There's no fundamentals backing it. Arguably. Please go easy on me. But Clover, revenue growth, small float, good leadership, huge total addressable market. There's huge opportunities. So the rate of growth is expanding. Their markets are expanding. Their market share is expanding. Their opportunity for growth is expanding. All these are positive indicators for the company. Where it goes is anybody's guess. What it's about is risk management. Now, again, looking for confirmation. Could it pull back towards that $10? Absolutely. It could pull back to the 200-day moving average. 1031, look for a confirmation. Pullbacks are healthy. Pullbacks are normal. When it's a trend reversal, that's when it starts becoming an issue. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down below 10. This does feel a little bit different, and that's why we had it on the watch list last week. We had said they had a partnership with Time, and they obviously had some solid earnings growth. There were some red flags, which I won't get into. You can look at the video on the Clover earnings reaction. But overall, it's largely bullish. All these things make me feel good about entering into a stock. So I would, I am going to be interested in seeing how the rest of this week plays out. But I'm hoping that this trend continues. If it goes to 28, obviously be a happy camper. But to be honest, if it goes to 13, I'm also a happy camper. This is a long-term swing trade for me, so I'm in it for the long haul, and I'll scale in and out as it happens. Now, one thing is for sure, as I have about an $8 average, if I do double my position, I will do what I did last time in this initial run, is I will sell my initial investment, and I'll ride on free shares, and I'll rinse and repeat. So I'm not worried if it goes back down below $10. I'll rinse and repeat, but I'll make sure I'll lock in some profit. I think those are the important things to think about when you think about Clover Health. So we can't predict the run, although our hope is that there's a continued steady trend. If there's a pullback, we're okay with that pullback. I'm okay with it as long as the trend stays and we can see some steady growth. Would I want a 20% day? I'll take a 20% day all the time. But I'm also okay with consistent 1-2% days and just incremental growth. The question around hype, or is this here to stay? I think there'll be a point where it is here to stay. I want to say it's now. I don't know. But the indicator that's going to determine that is going to be institutional investing. Hype is great. Hype is icing on the cake. But what is going to determine whether it's here to stay is if we start seeing institutional trading come in. We're already seeing lower short interest, which that's good. But can we see institutional investing? And that's going to become with more earnings, with more confidence, and just hopefully with the hype and the mainstream picking up the meme, maybe institutions get to take another look at this. I'm not sure, but I don't think institutions get in it this year, but I hope that 2022 is the year for it. We've talked about all of the bullish indicators for Clover Health, obviously the market things, but the administration at some point is going to put emphasis on Medicare, which is what this company is about. So this remains to be seen. The big question, is Clover a buy? This is a good question. If I wasn't in Clover, would I buy this? I would wait for a pullback. I would look for a bounce for confirmation, and I would get in it. Under $10 is a buy all day. But once it goes under $10, I'm going to again wait for confirmation. I'm not just going to buy once it goes below $10. But if we see that bounce, it might even be time to add. But if I'm not in it, I would be getting into it on the bounce. Obviously, remember, scaling in. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on Clover. Are you in Clove? What's your strategy? What's your dollar cost average? We got a lot of people in the Chaos crew who have great averages. Clover has been a mainstay on our watch list. If you guys are interested in our free daily watch list where we send out 5 free stocks in the morning before the market opens, make sure you guys hit the link in the description to go to onlycast.com and to get that free watch list. More importantly, today I will be live at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time to discuss what's going on in the market, to talk about the Clover market reaction. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the live stream. Fat Man Zoom is out. Bye.